Hello, and thank you for the raid, Sharks Bagarks. What's up? Hello. Playing a game. It's called Monster Prom. We're gonna go to prom with monsters. Isn't that cool? What? Oh. Yeah, sure. We'll do voice effects. Thank you. Wait, I love games. I don't. I hate them. This is just a form of masochism. One player. That's me. I don't know. Man. I don't fucking know, man. That's fair. I feel that. Second term. Full game. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. Well, we were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who should we be, everybody? Vote now. Just kidding, I don't care what you have to say.
Yay!
Hell yeah, blue is the correct choice. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. She, he, they is hella cute. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Look at Ghost Girl with the glasses. She's my favorite. Oh! Thank you for the follow, me fwee. Oh. Enough. Hello. I mean, you were already here. But, hello. Thanks. Scott Howe, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly... Mwah. Also here twice with a slight delay. That's fair. Just rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt. That was cute. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22, question mark? A party goes with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Or all the right things. Damien LeVay. He's going fucking Super Saiyan. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam de Lioncourt, 4XX. I didn't expect him to sound like that. Expected him to sound like fucking Taliesin Chaffee. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe, forever. I don't know this character. I've never played the DLC before. She's pretty cute though. Or they, I guess. Eldritch Cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Okay, she. Calculester Hewlett Packard, version 1.0. Aww. B, there's a robot you can fuck. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Considering how everyone has tried to go Super Saiyan, no exceptions, at least one person has got to have done it though. That's true. Someone has to have succeeded. And Vera Oberlin. I'm a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. That rhymed. Welcome to the Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Hell yeah. I'm gonna do Monster Camp. Oh yeah, I'll get it at some point. This song's sick. I like it. Yeah, I love that shark. Dude, it's Sharky! I didn't know you were in this game. You mean the top right? Monster Prom stupidest pop quiz ever. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. Jabberjaw representation is a-okay with me. Have you guys ever heard that song Jabberjaw by... What is that band's name? Pain? Fuck, I gotta look up their name. They're good. They're good. They make good music. I don't think they've made a lot of music. The you know, the Jabberjaw theme that played on Boomerang. You know it or you don't. Come on, phone, load faster. I'll just set that off while it does that. Oh yeah, yeah, Pain. Pain's the band. Cool. Jabberjaw, the TV show, was made to offset the generational horror jaws. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before. And no, it did not work. Me and my friends get no respect. What does Scooby do that we neglect? We be putting all our foes in check, but me and my friends get no respect. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! How would you talk a cop out of arresting you? Use your acting skills. Convince the officer you're actually the police. You know what? Go for the overkill and make them pay you a fine. That's what I would do in D&D, is because I play bards, so I would do some dumb shit like that. Actually, you're under arrest. No, you're under arrest. Use your gaming skills. Everyone knows that a police officer has to drop any charges on you if you manage to beat them in a fair Yu-Gi-Oh card. Can they use the name Yu-Gi-Oh? They probably had to pay for that, right? Or is there something that they're allowed to use it, the name? I don't know. Use your seduction skills, wink. They don't call it fuck the police for no. That's a real knee slapper. Lawful neutral, lawful good, lawful evil. Huh. I am pretty seductive. I don't know if I'm good enough at Yu-Gi-Oh to get out of a cop. Oh, that cop's trying to fuck me. I just noticed that. I think the bottom one made me laugh the most. I'm gonna go with that one. If you could go back in time, what's one thing you'd tell your younger self? I'd advise myself not to buy a time machine. Worst investment ever. They turned out to be the Blockbuster. See, they can't use Blockbuster. Or maybe they can and they wanted to make a pun. Blockbuster of 2032. I tell myself not to teach that robot how to fall in love. As romantic as it might have seemed at the moment, it started the robot revolution of 2037. Way worse than the much more positive robot sexual revolution of 2043. The rest is the day change of heart gets unbanned. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't it? A bunch of cards got unbanned that weren't before or something. Hiyatagarasu. Why should we assume silly younger me needs advice? I've grown up to have a fucking time machine, so I must have done something right. Fuck younger me. We're going straight to Woodstock, baby. Yeah, fuck younger me. I don't want to deal with that little shit. We're going to Woodstock, yeah! Gonna go fuck Jimi Hendrix. What's the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have? How to make a killer cocktail out of anything. A bachelor's in engineering. Sports things. Lyrics to all Disney songs. All the principles to build a financial empire. Obscure 80s movie trivia. Imagine the smell at Woodstock. Terrible. I feel like it's either the top left or the bottom right that are the coolest. In Imagineering somewhere. Artificial synth are indistinguishable from the real thing. I think, I don't know. Thanks, bro. I don't know, because like the top left and the bottom right are the coolest to me because I like people talking about like their interests. And I feel like someone who could do the top left would have a lot of random obscure knowledge about alcohol. I'm gonna go with that one. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? A big horn, kawaii eyes. Yeah. A taste for party. 50 gigabytes of RAM. Soft for tentacles. Obviously tentacles. Hey, what's up, homies? I'm 9 smart. I'm 2 bold. I'm 5 creative, 7 charming, 6 fun, 5 money. 50 gigabytes of RAM. Just download more RAM. 5 head. I don't remember how to play this game. I haven't played this game since like 2018, so I'm too bold. Is not allowed on Twitch. I don't know. I'm gonna do it anyway. 64 and I'd go for it. I agree. 50 is a weird number for RAM. Bathrooms. I do piss a lot. Not as much as I used to. I don't know. We'll just do each one by one, and I'll remember how to play the game, I guess. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. But I want literal oral sex from the gods above. Can't pee as much as I used to as a young buck. Well, I just meant back before I had my diabetes diagnosed. I used to piss like 12. What am I still piss 12 times a day. I used to piss like 30 times a day. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Yeah! You notice Liam off by himself, happily drawing some steamy hot yaoi. You head over to say hi, but Zoe beats you there. Hey Liam, what you doing? Illustrating some erotic fanfic? Can I join you? No, and no, you over-enthusiastic poser. For your information, what I am drawing is called... I don't remember this game being as horny as it is. I am. I even have a pump. Check this shit out. You jealous? You fucking... It's like an MP3 player for my bloodstream. I don't remember it being this horny. I don't know why. It's making me horny. Alright. Maybe that's a bit much. Or is it? Alright. Anyway. And it is not fan fiction. It is art, high art. It's got that Gamer Blood DLC. You damn right. I know what yaoi is. I have the internet too, but that is a sick outfit. Like, not gonna lie, if she came up to me and was like, hey, you want to LARP in that? I would just be like, fuck yes, I do. I would actually like to LARP, but I would never go to like a huge LARPing convention. I would only LARP with people that I actually knew. I want a virtual boy for my nervous system. Well, the fact that she has internet access suggests she must know what yaoi is. I mean, I would agree. If you're in your 20s, although she's infinitely old, if you're in your 20s, and you have internet and you don't know what yaoi is, something's wrong with you, man. Got a nervous boy for a virtual system. Heyo. But what? Isn't yaoi kind of, you know, problematic? Problematic? A thing that I'm doing? How could you even think such a thing? Well, I don't know. I mean, I posted some yaoi online recently and some people got really mad at me. They said it trivialized authentic gay relationships or something. I just wanted to explore the sexual dynamic between Liam and Damien in comic form. Okay, first of all, that is my storyline and you have no right plagiarizing it. Second of all, I already told you, yaoi is high art, and high art is only problematic to cretins.
What?
But if it's high art, why are you drawing two Ninja Turtles giving each other hand jobs? Pizza time! Does anyone here know what pizza time is? I hope you do. On with Aravi last year and got the Witcher. It's hype as hell. Said Zoe. People, what the fuck, high art? I don't know who that is. It's called irony. Bad, bad. I like cursed things online. It's called irony. Leave me alone. You doubt Zoe will leave Liam alone until this disagreement is resolved, which means you've got your work cut out for you, but whose side to support? True, Zoe. Yeah, we can be problematic, but only when written through the dehumanizing female gaze of male-on-male love. Liam's gaze is unapologetically male, so there's no problem. Don't you see, Liam? Yaoi is the glutton of the art world. I mean, I think all porn and or romance can be problematic, potentially. I think all art can be problematic. It has the potential. It's all of it. It's all about who's making it, I think. So I kind of agree with the top more than the bottom. But I don't agree that just because Liam's a dude that it's not problematic either. But I'm gonna go with the top one. Ordinarily, I eschew the restrictive concept of gender. For the purposes of winning this argument, I will make an exception. Yeah, I would do these. I do the same thing. I am whatever wins me the current argument. Or makes me cooler or funnier in the moment. Always win the argument no matter the cost. Hell yeah. Yes, I, a man. And immune from all criticism with regards to my yaoi. Sure, these Ninja Turtles may be giving each other handjobs on this page, but look at the previous page. Will I ever lose if I play both sides? Outlook good. Just play both sides. Just lie to everybody so they all like you. That's how you win at life. There's something funny about the fact that that doesn't line up properly. I actually took a picture once where I had like 4 pairs of sunglasses on in different places because I thought it was funny. I let everyone all the time and it's only worked out great for me. Hell yeah. Oh, they're discussing whether or not to adopt a dog together. That's so sweet and non-exploitative. Wait, how do they go from dog adoption to handjobs in one page? Male relationships are complicated, Zoe. You wouldn't understand. You're so right, Liam. Male relationships, like the eldritch horrors of the worm dimension, are beyond mortal comprehension. I agree. Phew, that's why I'm too scared to confess my love to a man. I just stick to these inferior women. Woo. Bullet dodge. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Well, that was interesting, to say the least.
Let's go.
Fuck, I have to choose who to sit with? Ah. Frick. It's not problematic. I'm just scared of man love. I'm intimidated. Now we gotta get a redeem where we can add a pair of sunglasses to Aito by the end. Whenever I go, if I ever go PNG, or definitely when I go VTube model, I will do something like that. I don't think I keep any of my sunglasses inside. I do have a pair of what's the blue light filter or whatever glasses. But they're not sunglasses, so it doesn't count. I'm gonna sit with Polly and the robot. You like sitting with Calculester and Polly at lunch because neither of them eats. You've got plenty of space on the table for all your minifigs. What the fuck is a minifig? Bro. Exposed. That's hot. Can't hamper Aito's ability to play by stacking so many sunnies they can't see. Yeah, sorry. Suddenly, Polly grabs Calculester's arm and points excitedly at the vending machine in the corner. Calculester, dude, don't look now, but that vending machine is totally checking you out. It's like a small fruit. Impossible. Oh. Minifigures like Legos? Yeah. Exactly. That's what it is. Impossible. Vendronica and I have a purely platonic relationship. No way, dude. Take a look at her insides. No drinks. Dude, she's thirsty. 4 drinks. For your shiny metal ass. Current status. Highly uncomfortable with this topic of conversation. This sounds like just the kind of thing that's none of your business. Time to interfere. Wow, Polly. So just because the vending machine is a machine, you assume she has feelings for another machine? That's pretty racist. But Calculester, have you actually told Vendronica that you only want to be friends? Or is it time for a DTR? What is a DTR? I feel like I've heard that from V. V, is that an Australian thing? Or is that just a thing that I don't ever hear about? Something about that sounds familiar. Down to reproduce? I don't think that's what it says. I don't think that's what that stands for. But hey, man, you know, if you're down, if you're DTR enough, you know, hit me up later. DNTR. I'm gonna go with the bottom one. Is that a define the relationship? That's it. Thank you, Rusho. Hello. Were you here before? I don't think you were. Welcome. I'm almost caught up on fucking Anjo, San, whatever the fucking full name is. Yansha Gal. Also means dead right there. Oh. Wait, what? DRT? That's DRT, not DTR. Is that a thing I should have done? I am not used to communicating my feelings, as I am not even used to having feelings.
Yay!
Yeah, you gotta be honest about your feelings. Don't lead her on. Life tip. Tell people how you feel about them. Or don't, I don't know. It's actually, I feel like that's a kind of awkward thing to just be like, hey, we're friends and nothing more, just so you know. Just letting you know. I'm also not used to communicating. Me neither. I've never confessed my love for anyone. And that's just true. Well, I've told people I love them, but I've never like confessed and like, hey, I love you, or I like you, let's go out. Hey, I told we're friends. That's good. But someday you'll love me. The secret to a long life is to try not to shorten it. Good friends. Yay! They all lived happily ever after. But what should I say? Just say what's in your heart, dude. Or you could get drunk first. I do not have a heart, but I will try my best. Calculister walks over to the vending machine and places a friendly hand on her chassis. Voice to everyone's head, you know, the best kind of friend stuff. Yeah. I don't know what that says. The vending machine solemnly dispenses a candy bar. It is a single, lonely musketeer. Alright, take it easy, Sharky. Thanks for the raid. Difang will be the voice in your heads, and I will be the body in your walls. She is disappointed, but seems to understand my position. I hope our friendship will survive.
Yes.
Sweet! Free candy! I don't eat food, but I love candy anyway for some reason. It's good to know. Maybe you can convince her to love you as much as she's inexplicably loves candy. I hope so.
Let's go.
Do you guys do that thing where, like, when you've heard somebody talk a few times, you hear like everything they type in their voice? Who's that? Oh, isn't that like the shop? Who are you going after? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just kind of going around and I'm just gonna see what I get, if I get anybody. And then I'll do another run where I try to go for someone maybe. I kind of want to go for Zoe, just because I don't know that character very well. But I don't know how to go for her, so I'm just kind of dicking around right now. Hear everything in your own ugliness. Aww. I heard your voice. Your voice is fine enough. Don't be so mean to yourself. Do you guys see things very clearly in your head to the point where you get so distracted by the thing in your head that you like, it's like you can't even see everything around you? Because I also do that. I don't know. I don't think there's like one specific place that always has the same person. Oh, I'm sorry, enough. I didn't mean to. I don't remember what it's called either, actually. It's more common than I thought it was. Yeah, see, Mifuyi gets it. Oh, really? So, damn. I'm kind of... I know it's more common than I thought it was, but I'm surprised there's 2 people in my chat at the same time that have it. I've seen a lot of artists and stuff, though, that can't do it, which is interesting to me. But, I guess maybe if you can't visualize stuff, it makes you more objective about the way you draw things, because you don't like... You just kind of draw it how it is, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's even true. I'm just kind of guessing. Exclusively in the subconscious of others. Hell yeah. That day you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. That's fair. Have you shown me something you've drawn? I feel like you did, but I can't remember. Were you the one that drew, like a Nagatoro thing? I don't know. I can't remember for sure if that was you. I remember somebody did. This was a school? Yeah, it's a school. We're going to school. Sorry, Nightfang. Sorry to take you back. Later that night, you head out into the club with Polly and Liam. Hell yeah. Using your fake IDs. Why do we have fake IDs if we're in our 20s? And whatever. Also known as Polly's boobs. You have no problem getting in the door. Maybe it's different in Monsterland. I don't know. I mean, I guess the point is that it doesn't matter what age they are, because the joke is, remember when you potentially had a fake ID? I never had a fake ID. I didn't even drink until I was of age. Except for like one Bud Light that I had at a party and went, ew, that's gross. The real trouble begins when you get to the bar and Polly starts teasing Liam.
Lame.
I've never had a fake. Yeah, I mean, I don't really... My sister had a fake that she, like... And I don't know, the idea that just, like, paying to be able to... I don't know. Buying a fake and doing all that shit seems like a pain. And just, I don't know, whatever. I'm telling you, boy, you've got no game. No, I'm telling you that I reject the ludic sexual paradigm underlying your assertion. Never had a fake. Yeah, I guess so. Family members would joke about it. So look at me. You think I know how to get a fake? What if we all get fakes now? Let's all get fake IDs, even though I don't know. Are we all 21? I'm 26. Yes. I can't remember my own age. All I'm saying is that if you're really as cool as you act all the time, you should have no problem getting digits from that gender into 23. That's fair. This age, you'd want a fake passport. Why would I want a fake passport? I'll just get a real passport. You get fakes now, I'm pretty sure it's called identity. Fair enough. You should have no problems getting digits from that gender indeterminate locust swarm down at the end of the bar. Yeah, I mean, having a Blockbuster card does show your age a bit. Well, of course I could if I wanted to, but you see, the key to my lure is that I don't want anything. Sounds to you like Liam's just scared. Sounds to me like Liam has the exact same tactic as me, where I pretend to not care until somebody admits feelings for me, and then I go, oh my god, I love you, thank you for liking me. In the words of Dingy from Chainsaw Man, oh no, I like people that like me. Sounds to you like Liam's just scared. He decided to go over there and show them both how it's done by coating yourself in insect pheromones. Don't go after people, make people go after you. Dancing so hard that you also separate into a cloud of locusts. I can't dance, so or can I? It didn't say dancing so good, it said dancing so hard. Two different things, completely different. I'm gonna dance. Okay, you dance until your body is a swarm of locusts. This is no problem for you. The hot young locust swarm at the end of the bar is impressed, and so is Polly. See, Liam, all you gotta do is dance until it physically alters the composition of your body. But I can only turn into bats, or rather, bat. One bat, not even a swarm. It's alright, dude. We can't all be totally flippin' awesome. While Polly comforts Liam, you manage to secure a party for afterwards at the Locust Swarm house. Even a couple of rich mummies from out of town join. I think I'm so KKona that I'd have no idea how to get a fake ID, get drugs, but I did very much know how to get a gun illegally. I don't know how to do any of that. And I dated a girl that had a dealer and smoked a lot of green grass and high tides. I guess I'm straight edge. I don't know, whatever, who cares? At school the next day, everyone at school is talking about how you can apparently turn into bugs. Awesome, you can gain +2. Actually, I have done drugs because I had a weed brownie one time, and it didn't really do anything. I thought my dick stopped working when because of it, because I was listening to lewd audios, I don't know, porn sound, I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, and I was like, I'm not getting into this, maybe my dick's broken. And then I went, no, it just wasn't a good one. Should I go to class and see like what I can buy? I don't even know if you can buy stuff. It's a little money. I'm gonna go.
Hey, stranger.
Okay, she's kind of hot. I don't know. They're kind of hot. I'm not a furry or anything. Remember these used to be cool? Now they aren't, but they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. Hell yeah. think the shop is good if you want a secret ending. Here. What is this? A lemon? Do I really need to explain why every little thing I say? I kind of want to get... Wait. Oh, I think the tampon is the event. For good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions, don't even dare ask how... Okay. Oh no, it is the lemon. The lemon and the blanket. I kind of want to get the lemon. I'm getting the lemon.
See you later.
Lemon. Yay! Who the fuck is that person? Who are you? I'm not gonna sit with you because I definitely want one of these two. You watch Zoe watching Polly with increasing intensity. Hey Polly, I have a question.
Boo.
That did something to me and I don't know why. I may or may not have an answer depending on if it's boring or not. Well, you know how you don't eat food? Yeah, duh, I'm a ghost. It would just go right through me. I can't digest it or absorb the nutrients or anything. Right, but you drink alcohol and do drugs all the time.
Awesome, boo.
Yeah, and it's awesome. But why can you absorb illicit substances and have them affect you, but you can't eat food? It's like, sometimes you're totally corporeal, and then sometimes you're incorporeal, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, and it's awesome. But I'm awesome. It is an interesting question Zoe raises. Maybe you should look at this more closely. That sounds mean. Hey Zoe, let's do some science. We can throw things at Polly and see what goes through her and what doesn't. That sounds mean. So I don't know if I can side with that. Obviously, it's because drugs are against the law and therefore don't need to obey the laws of physics. Hey. It's like all the discourse when the Vision was introduced to the MCU. I don't even know who that is. Allow me to explain Polly's situation quite simply. Texture, solidity, density, heaviness, all synonyms for consistency, so if Polly doesn't have any of that, she'd naturally be inconsistent in her ghost powers. Yeah. That.
Yes.
Aito is right, Zoe. Density, solidity, consistency, pyromaniacy, infancy. I don't have any of those things. Some of that didn't even make sense. And that's our point exactly. It doesn't have to make sense. I'm a party ghost. I do whatever I want. I be whatever I want. I live my life by no rules except the rules of what I think rules. And I do that. The rule of cool, baby. Main power is phasing through anything, which, if rationally used, could be very OP. That is kind of OP. Could he have just, like, reached into Thanos and then unphased and, like, oh, he's dead. Plot holes. Wait, what? Come on, Zoe, stop judging my lifestyle. Oh my god, that's hot. I'm not judging. I just don't understand what the hell is happening. Powered women empower women, Zoe. Monster Prom? Hell yeah, Arrow. What's up? Either get on my completely illogical level or get out of my way. Fine. I'll stop asking questions. My fanfiction about you is going to make no sense. Just how I like it. And just how Polly likes you, or something. Fuck it. I don't know. Prom and stuff. Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright. I'm going outdoors, baby. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Get it. I'm doing alright. Enjoying Monster Prom. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You get +2 fun. Dude, I'm so fun. I've got 12 fun. Ever since you bought your precious lemon, you begin each morning by staring lovingly at its wonderful yellowness. So juicy, so succulent, so tempting. You lean in for a sour kiss when...
What a commoner.
What? What? Guards, seize them. Before you know it, Miranda's bodyguards have seized you and she grabs your precious lemon. Now, what do you think you're doing? Traitor, you're a total traitor face. Miranda chucks your precious lemon as far as she can. It goes about 4 feet. She doesn't have a lot of upper body strength.
Disgraceful.
It's totally, like, disgraceful that you're competing against Scott and me. Competing? You're confused until you see Miranda pointing at the worst and also cutest lemonade stand you've ever seen in your life. It's made out of wood planks with several nails sticking out wildly. Someone has painted lemonade, and it costs $50 monster dollar on the front of the stand. These words are clearly written in blood. Nice. Scott is working the lemonade stand and also waving at you adorably with one of the bloody wooden planks. You see, the other day, Scott and I were totally bored. So we asked Farah how we could have fun, and she told us there's no greater joy than the joy of entrepreneurship. Sorry, I only have one girl voice. Well, I have two, but the other one's just like my mommy attempt. We were confused at first. I assumed entrepreneurship was some kind of fancy, weirdly named ship, but it turns out is the act of getting money, not by birthright, nor by extorting your subjects. Exotic.
Awesome, bro.
Lady, we were about to become lemonade, not make it. Yeah. Yeah, and I love a good challenge. And any word with more than 3 syllables is already challenging by itself. So we started this lemonade stand, but nobody has bought any lemonade yet, which sounds like a not good thing for a lemonade stand, but what do I know? Wait, I see a business opportunity. Hey, Polly, can you hear me screaming? I'm screaming lemonade so that you'll buy our lemonade. Is this loud enough? Ooh, I'm always down for a little liquid courage. What kind of booze is this? Actually, there's no alcohol in our lemonade. I don't know, fucking... I can't do a QT voice. Can I? No. It's just made from lemons, sugar, and horsehair. Sorry, babes. Ghosts can't drink non-alcoholic shit. If we do, we'll die. He is a himbo. Oh, that makes sense. Sorry for all the cheery. Hope you don't die. You got a question regarding this lemonade stand? What's your question? You're going to point out to Scott and Miranda that Polly is already super dead, but she ghost teleports away before you get a chance. Hello. Nice. Yo! Awoo. Liam, my dude, come do lemons. The lemonade, do it. Yo! Yo, got any grapes? Lemonade at a lemonade stand? What is this, a coming-of-age movie from 1984? Actually, that would be super meta and awesome, but since I don't see a film crew, I'm assuming you're just selling lemonade, which is absurdly passé. Thanks for the compliment, bro. Hear that, Miranda? We're passé. Idiots, it's not a compliment. It's an insult that demonstrates my superb vocabulary. If you're going to be this cliche, you may as well have a Start Kicker campaign for your lemonade. Crowdfunding is as out of fashion as patriarchy right now. You're about to point out that for someone with such a superb vocabulary, you've heard him say passé and cliche 1 out of every 3 times you encounter him. But then Miranda stops you with a very high-pitched ooh noise. Ooh! I've heard of this Kickstarter thing. It's a website that allows peasants to give their money away. Forgot his name, but he seems like the type of dude who would make what, Liam? The vampire dude? I can see it. Whoa, that sounds dope. Thanks for the advice, Liam. You're like always there for us, bro. You two are ruining my carefully crafted tsundere vibes. I'm out of here. Scott and Miranda immediately whip out their phones and start planning a Start Kicker campaign. Scott is just using a piece of cardboard with a picture of a phone screen drawn on it. But, weirdly, he's got the best signal of all 3 of you. Leak. It seems that we need to promise the peasants some kind of reward for their money. What should we give them? A reward for our lemonade campaign? Maybe we should do. Scott thinks hard about it for 12 full minutes. A glass of lemonade? Perfect. Okay, I wrote that one down. Now we need something even fancier for another reward. The vampire dude definitely has Amazon katanas. Hell yeah, he does. I mean, we know he makes yaoi, so... Maybe a glass of lemonade. Drat, where are my ideas serfs when I need them? Having ideas is for the working class. We nobility are all about suppressing them. Whoa, we need another reward? Dang, my brain is overheating already. Ido, help us out. You checked the last project you backed on Starkicker, and after reading through the Human Prom 2 campaign for inspiration, you have the perfect idea for a fancy reward. A body pillow of a glass of lemonade. Who would buy such a thing? Let me do some research. You suggest that she searched not body pillow but dakimakuda, as it is the purer term. Miranda does so. She says nothing, but you see the clear evolution of her expressions as she goes deeper into dakimakuda territory. You see disbelief, you see disgust, you see curiosity, you see terror, you even see a spark of thirst. Okay, it will work. She says nothing more. She stares straight ahead in sacred, mysterious silence while you gain +3 creativity. Yeah.
Let's go.
Sounds like a great body pillow to have. Let's go to the gym. Hell yeah. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You gain +2 charm. It's only been one match, and you can see that Polly and Liam are already bored.
Morning, my sweet students.
Marvelous, my dear sweet athletes. This match is great, but I know the remaining 29 matches will be even greater. Time to get that blood pumping and those heart rates going.
Oh shit. Hello, Rainbow Oh my god, that's a lot of people. Hi. Oh, hello. It's a lot of Monster Prom. Hello. Polly is the best girl. Thank you for the follow. Hold on. Fair enough. I guess I should have expected that. I am not doing those voices, Lulu. I'm sorry, but we are. I don't know if we're gonna get Polly. I haven't played this game in like 8 years. 8 years. 4 years. Anyway, hello. Thank you. And hello, nice to meet you, Rainbow. Anyway. Why do we have to do this? I don't even have blood or a heart. I will try. I'm considering going for Zoe because I haven't played the DLC, so I've never seen Zoe before. I don't know. Zoe's cute. We'll see where I go. I don't know. I didn't remember how like it picks who you get, so I'm just kind of going with whatever. Also, I hate playing with balls most of the time. Oh, okay, I was gonna write that down for later, but okay. Polly is the correct choice. You're right, Paulina. Physical exertion is for lesser beings with no conception of how to properly while away the hours. I am remembering how corny this game is. I guess I forgot. Dami Vera is winner. That's fair. I mean, there's no wrong options, I feel like. But, I don't know. Polly does something to me. What can I say? I'm not sure what you're saying. Unless you mean you're down to help me skip this bummer of a class. Indeed. But we need to do so cleverly, so as not to get detention. It's a surprise party for Coach, like right now. Fake mustaches. Daddy Coach can take me on a romantic meal any day. Can you date the Coach? I don't know. If you can, that's cool. I don't think you can. No. Oh, is he? Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. Let's throw a surprise. That's fair. I respect that. Let's throw a surprise party.
Sorry, coach. We can't play anymore. What? Why?
Because this is a surprise party for you! Fortunately, Polly always carries some party horns and lots of confetti with her. Hell yeah. Surprise!
Kids, really? Why?
Because today is Best Coach in the World Day.
Me? Me, the best coach in the world? Only because I have the greatest students in the world? I'm so happy. Let's call it a day and enjoy this, because in the end, joy is the main muscle of the heart.
It's deep.
Isn't the heart the main muscle of the heart? No, the heart is like the captain of the muscles of the heart, or are the muscles like the joy of the body? I can't remember.
Whatever, coach, let's party. I have the perfect thing for this.
No, Polly, Coke is not the perfect thing for this.
Even with no Coke, you have a great time together, and you get to skip gym. Happy International Surprise Party Day. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Yeah.
Let's go.
Coach is cute. Alright, let's go sit with these two. Sit down with Zoe and Polly. Zoe is slurping sanity out of a Tupperware container with several of her mouths. Polly isn't eating anything at all. I feel a little uncool for being the only one at this table eating normal food.
Oh, hey.
Speaking of normal food, oh yeah, Aito, I can read your thoughts. Sorry. Why are you even here, Polly? I have mixed feelings about that. Why aren't any of us here, Zoe? The universe is vast and full of mysteries. No, come on. I mean, why are you here in the cafeteria? I mean, Miranda comes here to supervise her eating serfs, and how does that work? Liam comes here because he presumably feeds on food pics. But you don't feed on anything at all, so why are you here? Why aren't you out doing drugs or getting laid or something? Well, because it seems like Polly might be on the verge of an existential crisis. Those are really serious for ghosts. Save her. Polly comes here because secret backstory reveal, because fuck it, she can do what she wants. Yeah, fuck it.
Awesome, boo.
Heck yeah, you just said my 2 favorite words. Fuck and it? No. Fuck it and she can do what she wants. I mean, like, I also go to the gym even though I don't have a physical body. Why do you do that? To look at nice butts, and there are butts here in the cafeteria too, so there's your answer. So your answer is that you come to the cafeteria to look at butts? I go everywhere to look at butts, Zoe, and I'm proud of that fact. Hell yeah. You catch Polly look at your butt for a minute, that's a good sign. Yes. Bro, ski. Alright, I don't think I've actually been in the library yet. What the fuck? Oh, I see. That day you spent some time in the library PCs, sending malicious spam emails. We in, boys. In the hopes of stealing other people's money. Doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? Lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money. Yay. Moolah. You feel like that it would mean Zoe would be able to read your mind every time you have lewd thoughts about them. That's what I was thinking. That's my biggest worry. Cause like, you know, like she walks up and you go boobs and you go, oh fuck, she heard that in her mind. Classic. One time I was in English class and having inappropriate thoughts in class because I would rather do that than pay attention. And my English teacher went, Aito, behave, or something like that. And I remember being fucking terrified because as far as I know, I was just sitting there zoned out, not making a peep. And I was just like, what the fuck happened? So I don't know what that was about, and that haunts me to this day. Fun fact. Scary fact. You decide. You feel your phone buzz in your pocket. Looks like Scott Miranda's Lemonade's start kicker is live. You know this because Scott tweeted the word lemon 18 times in a row with no further information. I guess so. Freaked me out. As you round a corner, you see Scott and Miranda huddled over Miranda's diamond-encrusted waterproof Murphone. Hello, Aaron Hansen. Pretty sure that's Aaron. It sounds like him.
I think it says 12 people have barked the campaign so far. Why would they bark at a start kicker campaign unless it was getting too close to them in the park?
I really wish I could do like a really high-pitched voice for her, because that's clearly what she's got. But all I can do is like the generic girl voice if I go that high pitch. Scott. I guess I could just do the generics. Who fucking cares? Scott, it says 12 people have backed the campaign. That means they want to bring our creative project to life. In other words, they gave us money for lemonade. Had a math teacher in high school that went psycho on me for a slight inconvenience to guidance counselors. I'm sorry to hear that, Sharky. That actually, I did really like that English teacher. Yeah, I feel like I was in something like that before, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. If I remember it, I'll let you guys know. But I actually liked that English teacher a lot. But the class was really mean to her, and they made her cry on multiple occasions. So that kind of sucked. But what is that video called? She showed us like a video in class, which honestly, she probably shouldn't have shown a bunch of 8th graders. I don't even know what to start. It's that one where it's like, where the thing's like, my anus is bleeding. If you know, if one of you knows what that's called, let me know. Anyway, 2 girls, 1 cup? No. No, that was my 9th grade teacher. One of you has to know that video. I want to find it. Not aware of that video. Hold on, my anus is bleeding. Rejected by Don Hertzfeld. just Google here. I'll just give you the video. Copy link. There, if anyone wants you to pause and watch that. She showed us that in school. And also that one comedian there's some comedian, Brian something, I think, who doesn't curse. So I guess that was kind of fair. I remember it being kind of funny. Okay, see, I knew someone had seen it. Anyway. What was I doing?
Oh, right. I mean, I knew that. I definitely know how to read. I just forgot for a second.
Why is this the fucking Blu-ray version? But Brian Regan, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Nightfang. I don't know. It's just the one that came up. Regan was top tier. Yeah. It was the... I still remember it was I before E except after C, and would sound like A as in Mary and Way. Or May and Way. Well, I don't remember. I guess I don't remember it. And when on weekends and holidays, they're all throughout May, and you'll always be wrong no matter what you say. I think that was him, right? And then there was also like the plural of animals. Moosin.
Anyway, yeah, 12 backers.
Only 12 people? That's impossible. We need at least 4,000 more mindless peasants, backers, to meet our funding goal. Tweet Lemon again. It's gonna work this time.
I'm gonna tweet Lemon. See what happens. Cool. Anyway, back to the game. Oh dear, your friends are terrible at interneting. You wander over just as Scott is struggling to read through some of the comments on their Lemonade campaign.
I can see that. Somebody put letters on the page. Miranda, you read it.
Oh, Scott.
Somebody said, whoa, hype for this lemonade thing. It blends my 2 favorite genres, lemons and beverages. This person commented, "Can I order 2 lemons if I double my pledge to 300? And can I order extras of the lemonade body pillow? Can't wait to see lemonade when it's released. Any chance we can get lemonade on the Switch?"
I get it. Ha 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 ha.
See? His comments prove it. I have the most regal, classiest, sourest lemonade ever. Still don't understand why we didn't have more backers already. I mean, lemonade is the best liquid ever. It's even better than water, and I need water to live.
You take pity on your dumb monster friends and pledge $69, nice lol, to their Lemonade Start Kicker campaign. You'll get the social capital now and cancel your pledge later because you're fucking mean and smart.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Whoa, Aito made the number go up. That's so rad, bro. How'd you do that?
Egad, you must be some kind of internet witch. Well then, help us fund our Star Kicker campaign, witch.
Luckily, you majored in crowdfunding at Hot Witches University. Help your friends become a viral sensation so they can make a sour citrus drink and also tons of cash. Convince an internet celebrity to voice the lemonade, whatever that means. Make the lemonade the center of the latest internet controversy. Hell yeah. Was that a Rainbow 69? That's cool. Let's have an internet celebrity voice it.
My knight in shiny armor.
That's the perfect plan. Of course, I'm a celebrity, but there's no way we could afford my appearance fees. Plus, I only accept payment in the form of precious blood jewels.
Ah, dang, Miranda. Well, if we can't have you voice the lemon, it's a good thing I know, like, the biggest celebrity ever.
Really, Scott? That sounds super perf.
Oh, bro.
Totally, bro. They're like the coolest ever, and everybody's obsessed with them. They're super pretty and like mysterious, and we just have to wait until nighttime, and then they'll be right here.
You, Scott, and Miranda sit around until nightfall, talking about your tragic backstories, how far you've come, and generally forming impactful, lifelong friendships with each other. Suddenly, Scott points to the sky with one of his extremely hairy fingers.
Oh, look, it's the celebrity. They're here, bro.
Ooh, where? What? I don't see anyone.
You realize that Scott is pointing to the moon. Oh my god. Scott thinks the moon is a celebrity. He's not totally wrong. I'd fuck the moon. Scott howls at the moon for about an hour. It works. The moon agrees to voice the lemonade for your Star Kicker campaign. The moon can't make any sounds, and the lemonade doesn't have any lines, but it doesn't fucking matter because Scott is right. Everyone is obsessed with the moon. You get a bunch of new Star Kicker campaigns, along with +2 fun and +1 smarts. Oops, sorry.
Let's go.
Don't know. Guess we'll go back to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you weren't especially good nor inspired. Fuck. For once, it seems you aren't getting getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly, everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. You need +2 creativity. Yay! To be or not to be high as balls. Not even a question, I'm already there.
To tree or not to tree? Wait, I can't ask questions. I'm a tree. Okay, guys, I'm really digging the Shakespeare fanfic you're doing here. Now, all you need to do is kiss.
Kiss who? Just point the way, I'll kiss whoever. Who the fuck is that guy? I don't know you. Were you there before? I don't know what voice to give you.
How about death?
I tried it. It was okay. That's actually how I died.
No, I was being metaphorical. I meant that you should join me and feel the gentle caress of the dark side.
Whoa, this place just got spicy. I can't read. What do you mean you can't ask questions because you're a tree? Don't listen. Don't listen, Era. You can ask all the questions you want, Bushy. Is that offensive? Can I say that?
I mean, I'm playing a cult member, so I'm 100% on board with this. And trees provide shade. Perhaps I am already on the dark side. Wouldn't you be on the light side and anyone in the shade is on the dark side? And I'm a plague doctor, so like, doctors are good, but plague is bad. I don't know what to choose. There's at least a 50% chance Polly would choose to go to the dark side. That chance, like Polly, is unacceptably high. Put a stop to this madness. Not everything is about good and evil, guys. The real quest has always been to find a shirt for poor topless Dimitri. I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. I'm fine with Dimitri being shirtless. So let's sing Spice Girls. So tell us what you want, what you really, really want. You wanna... You wanna... You wanna... Wanna... Really, really, really... You wanna really, 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 really ziggy zig? If you wanna be my lover... That's not what I want. I want you to join the dark side. Gotta get with my friends. It's what I'm trying to do. Make it last forever. It will. I'm still a tree. That's enough. I will not be serenaded like the object of some teen sex anthem until we meet again. That was beautiful. I love that. Dimitri vanishes in a cloud of purple smoke. No one notices. You're too busy scream singing the words to a Spice Girl song. Game +2 fun and +1 boldness. Yay! That was fun.
Let's go.
Alright. Now we have to choose if we're going to sit with Polly or Zoe. I sit with Polly. It's this guy. I don't remember your name. Scream singing is the best I've seen. Hell yeah. Listen, Aito, you can totally sit with us. I just hope you didn't bring a gun to a bazooka fight. Yeah, we're showing off our flasks. Well, not the best flasks exactly, but the best contents. Good God, are literal actual flasks of alcohol openly allowed in the school cafeteria? Are there no rules? Apparently not, because Polly starts setting a series of flasks down on the table. Okay, so this is beer, my WC wine, whiskey, ethyl alcohol, the soul of an infant.
Weak. This is a radioactive absinthe. This is fire. And this is literal poor life choices.
Okay, but this one has another smaller flask inside. It is the ultimate flask. They could probably go on like this for goddamn ever. Maybe you can cut in with the craziest thing of all, but think carefully about whom you want to impress with your flask contents. Soul of a child. Delicious. And nutritious. Get ready for the most hardcore badass thing. This flask contains an ancient genie that grants you 3 wishes, but I'm totally drinking it because I don't give a fuck. I grant my own damn wishes. I respect that. Want to get a dope party started? This flask has ultra whiskey, which you can only get when you get 2 bottles of the best, purest whiskey and make them mate. I like the genie one.
Yep, you're right. Hardcore. So hardcore.
You could ask for anything. Wealth, power, immortality. A free pass for teachers to ignore bad behavior forever and let you do whatever the fuck you want without suspension. But instead, you're just gonna drink the genie. It's like you drunk from my poor life choices flask, and I love it. I didn't even know you could drink a genie. You and Damien pop open the flask and drink the genie together. It's definitely just water, but Damien seems to drink so much alcohol and energy drinks that he's literally forgotten what water tastes like. Normally you'd say that couldn't possibly be healthy, but fuck it, he's a demon from hell. He can probably do whatever. What a glorious bonding experience. Drink the genie, become the genie. Ain't never had a friend like me. Cool. Let's go back to class. That day you learn a ton of spells that are all as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to renew stickers' stickiness? That sounds useful. Can I do the opposite though? So like I can peel a sticker off a game when I buy it without messing up the cover. A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. A spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use that last spell and you gain +2 smarts. The only thing I don't have is boldness, apparently.
You see Calculester fawning over one of his succulents. Oh, hello there, friend Aito. I am just enjoying the premise of my current assignment. Just say the spell backwards. Leps. Oh, Lepset. You see, I have been tasked with caring for this succulent, tiny shrub lobe in order to learn about what is life for biological organisms. My grade will be determined based upon whether or not I am able to give him the fullest life, something I always want for my little plant friends. Tell me, Aito, as a fellow organic life form, how would you define the ultimate life experience? Well, what makes you feel most alive is trying to guess what qualities your classmates would be most attracted to, but universally. You can only truly appreciate life once you feel the grips of mortality clutching at your throat. Let's give this plant a near-death experience. The ultimate life experience is bringing forth new life. Let's get this plant pregnant. I have mixed feelings about both of those. And by mixed feelings, I mean, I don't know if I want to do either of those. Likes plants. That's fair. Fuck it, let's fuck the plant. Tiny shrub lobe, pregnant. I was unaware that succulent plants could become pregnant. Furthermore, by giving the plant a traditionally male-sounding name, I had automatically assigned it traditional male traits for no reason. Allow me to run an internal search on pregnancy in organic life forms. I have gathered fascinating information on pregnancy in monsters, some of which seems to be unknown. It would seem that many believe that only females can become pregnant, but because of the existence of trans men, males too can become pregnant. Oi, 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 oi. Look away, Era. Shield your eyes. I now see gender beyond the traditional binary spectrum. So many more than just two genders. But of all the genders to become pregnant, it would seem that the most likely by far is Sonic the Hedgehog. He's not wrong. Kind of want to point out that the sensitive sources on gender might probably have more validity than a weird search on pervert art. But before you can say anything, Calculester renames his plant Sonic and it instantly becomes pregnant. Well, once again, a very weird internet fandom trend has messed up a real insightful reflection on a serious topic in a very reductionist way. But Calculester is nonetheless thankful for your insight, and that gratitude translates to +2 creativity and +1 fun. That was weird. Okay.
Let's go.
Wasn't expecting Sonic fetish porn today. That day during recess, you start a half-hour... Oh, yeah. You spot Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. Explain to you that he's worried people are used to calling him Juan, the small, magical Latino cat. That now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. Oh shit, my fun is at 20. Hell yeah. You notice Liam and Polly gathered around Calculester, watching expectantly. From the look on their faces, it's not going well. Do, mi, so, do. I don't know. I don't know solfege. Or what key this is supposed to be in. Do, mi, so, ti. How is my music, friends? Are you enjoying it? I don't enjoy music. I experience it. I am the definition of fun. Look me up in the dictionary, and it is me that you'll see. But no, your music is kind of bad. Sorry. I am trying my very hardest. Why is success so difficult to achieve? Music is so simple. It is merely mathematics. I'm sorry. What did you just say? I am trying my very hardest. Why is... No, no, I heard you. That was a rhetorical question meant to demonstrate my incredulity. Incredulity.
Yeah, dude. Music is more than just some lame math. It's about rhythm and groove and having a killer bass line to help the ecstasy kick in.
No, no, Polly. You're too focused on sensation. Good music should give you the same feeling as milking a goat under the rains of October.
It's all the specific. Instructions incomprehensible. Please provide a foolproof formula for the production of flawless music. Polly's too high to provide a foolproof formula for anything except maybe LSD, and Liam thinks formulas are for fascists. Looks like it's up to you to make a suggestion. Music is all about randomness. Try uploading a virus into the music software and see what happens. Music's all about waiting as long as possible to drop the bass. Oh, I don't know. Random is fun. That seems like a not very... Who am I trying to ask to prom? I guess Polly at this point. I just kind of did whatever up until... for most of it. Because I haven't played this game in forever. Also, hello, dog. That seems like a very bad idea. That's how you know it's a good idea. Oh, okay. Well, that seems to settle things. You whip out a carton of milk and empty it into Calculus or CD tray. What are you doing? You explain that you thought all robots were lactose intolerant.
Lactose intolerance isn't a virus, it's a genetic condition.
Even if it was, we want a cool music virus, not a carton of dumb milk.
No, wait, I think it is working. I feel a music coming on. I tried to make music, but my music was bad. My friend poured milk on me, now I am sad.
Calculuster, buddy?
Yes, friend Polly.
It's a very bad song, Calculuster.
It is the worst. Shame module overloaded, shutting down to avoid fatal embarrassment. Also, the milk seems to have damaged my circuits.
Polly and Liam look at you disapprovingly. You know what you did. You lose 2 charm and 1 creativity. Fuck!
Let's go.
I made an oopsie. Strange, you could have sworn Polly and Damien were at this table when you picked it.
Hey, noob.
Psst! Hey, loser, down here. It's us, Polly and Damien, hiding under this table for totally innocent reasons. Ferocious roar sounds from the door of the cafeteria. Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, is here, and he's looking for someone. Oh shit, he's here. Why is he after us anyway? I think what we did really falls more under federal jurisdiction.
International law, more like. Those munchkins were Canadian citizens.
Now that you mention it, I think we might actually have to face a war crimes tribunal.
Worth it though, right?
Oh, totally. As long as we can get away from Buzzkill the bear over there. Just hide in the ghost zone. You know, the special alternate dimension only ghosts can use. Hide behind diplomatic immunity. I mean, you're both Princess of Hell, right? Ghost zone. War crimes. Yeah.
But I can't hide in the ghost zone. I'm not a ghost.
Guess you should have thought of that before you spent all that time being alive, huh?
Being alive isn't a choice.
Whoa, okay. I don't have time to sit here and argue pro-life or pro-choice with you, my dude. See you in the ghost zone.
No, you won't.
You can't follow Polly into the ghost zone, but from the way she winks at you before crossing over, it looks like you're one step closer to the bone zone. Yeah!
Let's go.
Sex. Haha. Go to the gym, I guess. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Crime hands up. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from another team. But suddenly, you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm. You notice Calculus are taking one of his favorite succulents out for a walk. Suddenly, the wolf pack come jogging around the corner and nearly crash into him. Hey, watch where you're going, nerd. I am terribly sorry. I was simply taking my succulent for its daily walk. I know that succulents do not require walks, but I believe they appreciate them. What? Sorry, bro. I wasn't listening. I was too distracted by your lack of facial hair. I'm sorry. I mean, look at you two. When's the last time you shaved? Never? Are you talking about me and my plant? If so, there is a simple explanation for our lack of facial hair. I myself am a robot, and my succulent is a succulent. Neither succulents nor robots grow facial hair. I've got a succulent too, if you know what I mean. It's long and hard, and I keep it in my pants. I call it my cactus. Shut up. Nice, bro. Good show. Bump my fist with your fist, bro. Oh, you like succulents too? Can I see? No. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just be getting back to my walk then. Not so fast, bro. We're not about to let your unmanly facial hair lacking asses just wander around our halls. We demand you grow a beard. Now. Well, that's certainly not going to happen, but maybe you can find another way to convince the wolf pack that Calculaster is manly enough to walk these halls. Sure, facial hair is manly, but you know what's even manlier? A face made entirely of glass. Calculaster does have facial hair, he just doesn't carry it with him all the time. Duh. Glass and metal. I'm gonna go with the top option. Fuck! Whoa, your plant has a glass and metal face? No, I am the one with a glass and metal. Hey guys, this dude says this plant has a glass and metal face. I didn't even know plants had faces. Well, only one way to find out. Oh my god, don't headbutt the succulent. The leader of the wolf pack slams his face into Calculaster's pot over and over again until it's nothing but a fine paste of dirt, leaves, terracotta, and dog spit. That didn't feel like headbutting metal and glass. It felt like headbutting dirt, leaves, and some pretty sharp pottery. Looks like plants aren't so tough after all. No, they are plants. They are delicate and pure, and I value them deeply as my sole window into the joys of being an organic life form. Sounds lame. Later, wiener. The wolfpack jogs off, leaving Calculaster to slowly, tragically sweep up the remains of his plant's friend. The wolfpack is pretty stupid, but you're stupider for not realizing how stupid they would be. You lose 2 smarts and 1 fun. Fuck. I feel like we're not gonna do well at prom, guys. I'm scared. Let's go to the bathrooms. Have I even been? Actually, I don't know. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you get +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Oh my god! Did you hear? They finally invented a tattoo gun that works on ghosts. I'm sorry, Era. I didn't mean to. It was my lack of boldness. I'm so sorry. We'll hold the funeral next week. I'm totally gonna go get one as soon as school lets out. Oh shit. We should definitely get matching tattoos. You wanna? Of course you do. What are you, responsible? The important question is, what kind of tattoo do you want to get? Entire text of the Necronomicon. You the first half, will be the second half. Knuckle tats. Party are knuckles together, and you know what that spells. Ugh. I don't know which one I want. But wait, P-A-R-T. Oh yeah, I guess that is right. You know what, party. Sex. You look blankly at Polly. What? That's what it spells, right? I mean, I could be wrong. Whenever I see a group of letters, I always assume it spells either sex or LSD. And a knuckle tattoo is obviously longer than 3 letters, so sex it is. Start to explain that sex is the same length as LSD, but Polly presses a finger to your lips. Shh, my little dumplet. If you play your cards right, I'll show you just how long sex can really be. She does show you. It turns out it can be as long as you want. If you keep adding X to the end, you gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. Yeah! Sex.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go sit with these two. Who the fuck is that? Anyway.
You arrive at your chosen table and find Damien dejectedly hefting a bowl of mashed potatoes while Polly sadly passes her hand through the same. Seriously, what do we have to do to get a food fight started in this cafeteria?
I honestly do not know. I tried throwing potatoes at people and yelling food fight, but I think everyone is too scared of me to fight back.
I can't throw any food because of my stupid ghost hands, plates, mirrors, antique furniture. Sure, but not food.
There's got to be a way to provoke a food war. My dads are always telling me to be more political.
But we're not political. Your strength is hitting things, and my strength is being unbelievably hot all the time. Too true, Polly. Too true.
Unbelievably hot. That's it. We'll set the cafeteria on fire. Wait, no, that's not a solution. That's just arson. Why do I always jump straight to arson?
It's hard to watch them struggle through this by themselves, so you step in with an idea of your own. Wars are fought over scarce resources, steal everybody's food and put it in a pile. That ought to do it. Polly, you know that the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? We just need you to get kidnapped by Trojans. Like the condom? Arson, hell yeah! I agree. Burn things. This is a Got Demon Boy has a thing for arson, hell yeah. Gonna go with the bottom one. Nice. I like where your head is, but I'm not super into being kidnapped and shit. What if we skip some steps with some good old flashing? See, that's what I was thinking. Polly floats up onto the table in a practice motion, whips her top off. To the victor! This is a high school cafeteria. Polly's rash action upsets the roiling cauldron of hormones, sets it on fire, and tap dances on the ruins. Soon the air is thick with sausage and gravy. Potato crisps fly everywhere like flavored shrapnel. Polly puts her shirt back on now that everyone's too busy fighting to remember what they're fighting about. Looks like mine really were the tits that launched 1,000 chips. A boom. The view you just got makes that pun worth it. Hell yeah. Alright, we're almost to prom, everybody. Are we gonna get laid? I hope so. Probably not. Go back to the bathrooms. I don't fucking know. Counter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you should do them with the help of a hair comb. God bless the monster scouts and all the idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you've gained +2 boldness. Nice. Ever since you helped out Scott and Miranda with their Starcaker campaign, it's all anyone can talk about. Literally, Miranda had a decree passed that the only legal topics of conversation are the lemonade Starcaker, the everlasting reign of the mer people, and how cute it is when a fluffy, scruffy kitty decides to nibble-wibble on a big, juicy mousey. Yo, Aito, have you ever noticed how adorable it is when a fluffy, scruffy kitty decides to nibble-wibble on a big, juicy mousey? Because I fucking have. Hell yeah.
Scott, you're totally right. That is adorable and an entirely legal topic of conversation. Speaking of legal conversation topics, I'm sure you've seen that our Starkicker campaign is over 120,000% funded. We're bajillionaires now.
But wait, Miranda, I kind of don't get it. Isn't all that money to make the lemonade and give it to the backers?
Well, sure, but we sold each glass of lemonade for 50 monster dollars. It only takes us 55 monster dollars to produce it, so that's a $5 profit per glass. Don't worry, my math serfs are taking care of it, so the math blends into working in our favor.
Oh, right, totally. But we still got one big problem with our Starkicker campaign. Everybody already gave us their money.
Scott and I have had a 6-hour brainstorm, and we figured out that if the same number of people give us more money, we'll make even more money. So that's why we're doing
stretch goals.
You know,
if it were any other character that would have set up a pyramid scheme, yeah, they would have set up. Yeah, probably.
It's an idea we invented to get backers to increase their pledges. We just have to think of some goodies to go with the lemonade. If we reach a certain amount, like for example, we kill an extra serf for every 5,000 above the goal.
Coach says that stretching is like super important.
You gotta do it before every game, so we've gotta have the best stretch goals ever. We even came up with stretch goals for ourselves because character growth is important.
My stretch goal is to eliminate the entire air people species in time for Daddy's 400th birthday.
My stretch goal is to stretch really hard and win all the points for stretching. So that's why we came to you, Aito. You're like a total internet witch, so we want you to come up with a stretch goal for the Lemonade Start Kicker.
Just to give you extra motivation, if you don't come up with the best stretch goal of all time, I'll have my torture serfs take all of the bones out of your face.
Yeah, Miranda's serfs will take all the bones out of your face, and I'll take slightly longer to text you back in the future. So, like, you better freaking do it. But I'll still be your friend if you don't, because friends are forever. That's adorable. The stakes have never been higher. You've got to come up with the best stretch goal ever. So once again, you scroll through the Human Prom 2 Star Kicker for inspiration and find the perfect idea. A new flavor. One of the backers gets to be a character in the lemonade. A new flavor.
Awesome, bro.
Hell yeah, we just gotta pick out the best flavor besides lemons. How many flavors are there? 6? Maybe 7?
What a commoner.
But we've already come up with so many ideas. You really have to come up with another one? Having ideas all the time is why commoners always look so dirty and sad. It ages you. Let's just pick something easy, something cool and reliable. Something that will always be there for you to crush any resistance from the working class. I got it. Our special extra new lemonade flavor will be Daddy flavored lemonade.
I never met my dad, so I see no problems with this plan at all.
Scott and Miranda announced their stretch goal for the bonus lemonade flavor, Daddy. Amazingly, a huge proportion of their backers are 1. Fatherless and looking to fill that void through meaningless consumption of goods, or 2. Just extremely horny. Turns out Daddy Lemonade is a massive hit with both demographics. Hell yeah. I am one of those. Scott and Miranda celebrate by giving you the first sip of Daddy Lemonade. Take a long gulp and suddenly feel like someone is really proud of you. You gain considerable self-esteem along with +2 charm and +1 smarts.
Fuck. Please.
Hey, boo.
Fingers crossed.
Let's go.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you.
Not a chance.
Oh, fuck! No! Well, that's fair. I didn't really try that hard to go for one person.
For life decision, choices is how I died, so now I can tell a poor afterlife choice when I see one. And boo, you're a big one. Fuck.
Tried.
It's okay.
I failed.
You moved on from this horrible and shameful failure. Became a functional person, eventually met a sweet banshee called Ash. You shared lots of common interests, and after dating for some years, you married. One day, in the middle of casual conversation, you mentioned how you couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Despite your years of happiness, your marriage couldn't endure such a pathetic revelation, and so Ash abandoned you the next day. And thus, you live the rest of your life alone and sad. Never forget, Monster Prom is the most important thing. Most likely to be Razgar, the space goddess of illusion in disguise, best at phasing out. Fuck. Well, that didn't work out. The Monster Prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened and it was wonderful. Should have become a lemon. I agree. Ollie's drug cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called LS Dope. Okay, I'm gonna skip this. I want to get back to fucking... or trying to fuck, at least. We were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. It sounds familiar. Okay. The shop now has a paper map? Interesting. I got new images in my gallery. Okay, let's do a short one. And I'm gonna try to get with Polly. Oops.
Sweet.
Nice. Alright. Skip. Alright, let's fucking go. Okay, so we need to... I think we need to focus on fun for Polly. If I remember right. One day you wake up and you swap bodies with your moms in a very 90s film fashion. What is the worst thing that could happen? She's messing with my Spookify playlist and putting all her trash metal on it. My mom's such a metalhead. She's killing her lifelong rival on my body so she can frame me for the murder. She's meeting with all my friends and actually being more popular than me. Oh no! That sounds wacky. If you could put a curse into worst enemy, what would it do? Curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. Cursing them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realize that all this time their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic. Yes. Find a genie in a bottle. You can ask for whatever you want. What do you ask? For Shinji and Kaworu to be canon. Probably, I like that one, but I'm going to try to pick the one that might give me Polly points. To feel truly alive. A rainbow that you can eat. If we're asking for anything, you try to negotiate up to 3 standard wishes. I don't ask for anything. I drink the genie from the bottle, and I can grant my own wishes. This one? I don't know. Fuck, she wasn't any of the options. I kind of figured that top one was Zoe. If you were a D&D character, what would be your class? Moneymaker, Obscure Moment Grammar, Party Smith. That one's gonna go for Polly. Good Boy, Automaton, Fanfic Bard. I probably would just be the Fanfic Bard, but we're going for Polly. Let's go! I might do a Zoe run, a quick Zoe run after this, actually. Depending on how long it takes. Okay, we need a fun. What is outdoors ups fun? Okay. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. Consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's Red Party. You can plus 2 fun. We get some water. I'll be right back. After, you're eavesdropping on Miranda and Polly, waiting for the perfect moment to mention your influx of online followers when...
My loves. Never fear, my ladies. You need not fight over me.
Him again. As royalty myself, I must say that even I find him to be... What's the term you use, Paulina?
Extra AF.
Friendship between 2 beautiful maidens shouldn't be soured over one as handsome, rich, and humble as I. But worry not, my sweet summer salads. I have found the perfect solution to protect your feeble hearts. You shall both marry me.
I've dealt with male entitlement before, but this is official next level.
Yes, an interdimensional level, as our collective wedding will be as well.
Lame.
Yeah, not interested.
What a commoner.
You are hardly the first prince to seek my royal hand in courtship, and I don't see that you're bringing much to the table.
Interdimensional table, and I am the definition of marriage material. You'll never find a better suitor. I have a castle. I can defeat anyone and anything. I'll show you. I'll fight them.
Is the interdimensional prince pointing directly at you? Why is your life like this?
I can defeat you at any challenge. Name your weapon and prepare to lose.
Miranda and Polly are watching you closely. Maybe you can skew the prince's challenge to really impress one of them. Naked fencing with live weasels instead of swords. As a royal, you must be fancy yourself, pretty clever, so let's see you win it at losing. Is that fun? I don't have any charm.
Most
Okay, cool.
Very well, if that is what you wish, then so be it.
Both you and the prince quickly undress, thus giving your respective weasels ample fleshy targets. You both grab the nearest live weasels and take the traditional weasel fighting stance.
On the count of 100, 1, 2.
Just go. Normally, the interdimensional prince's years and years of royal swordplay training would have you defeated in seconds, but fighting with mustelids is a weasel of a different color. You defeated opponents with polecats, ferrets, and minks, and the prince is no exception. You leave him staggering and bleeding from many teeny tiny bite marks across his naked body. He then puts his clothes back on in a defeated demeanor, basically because we have no model of him naked.
Curse you, cat snake. Your long, furry body and sharp little teeth are adorable and painful.
Yes, wild. I love weasel fencing. You're pretty cool, Aito. With that, the prince disappears, leaving you and your weasel to hit on your fellow high schoolers in peace. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Yes, queen.
Polly, what's up?
You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing.
Breakmasters!
Fuck yes, dude. I hereby call this meeting of the Prankmasters to order. Prankmaster Hal, present and accounted for. Chairman Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank. Hey, how come you get to be chairman? Well, which one of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers? Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you! I get it. Chair. Man, but... No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh yeah, okay. What if we ate all of our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? No, Scott. For the last time, that's not a prank. And I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? Been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. You propose the ultimate food prank. Eat everyone else's food like a good boy. Replace all the food with chairs. Yes, you know what they say, when life gives you chairs, do pranks with chairs. But I've never heard Coach say that. Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say, though? Yeah, it kind of does. How am I supposed to help, though? You're the chairman. Easy, Scott. Just be a chair. Oh, of course. Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable-looking shape. He seems happy, though. Like this? Exactly like that. Now, up you go. Whee! Does this make me a chairman? Sure, totally. Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing her title with Scott or her affection with you. Prank achieved. Fuck yes, dude.
Let's go.
You know it. I don't know, just keep going outdoors, I guess. Get that fun up. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks you what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing, but you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party... What even is Musaka? I've heard that word before. Greek eggplant lasagna, apparently. Interesting. Yep. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. You notice Polly and Scott on the lawn doing something. Polly is chewing determinedly on a hula hoop. Can you teach us how to Dougie? I don't know how to Dougie. I'm sorry. While Scott slowly covers himself in sunglasses. Despite your better judgment, you ask what they're doing. Yoga, bro. What does it look like? Liam said we should practice some yoga in order to cleanse our bodies of all the drugs and sports. And I was like, sure, I'll try anything once. So here we are, doing yoga. It seemed like a lot of work to look up yoga on the internet, so instead we just made an educated guess based on... Actually, nothing. Oh man, what if we're doing it wrong? Yeah, like, do you know anything about yoga? Do you have any tips for how to do yoga the best? You need yoga pants. Oh, I'm not charming enough. Fuck. No. Ah. Fuck. Yoga pants? Are those like pants made of yoga or pants that do yoga?
No, silly. I think they mean yoga pants, like breathing really fast.
Oh, I'm great at pantsing. It's one of my top 5 skills. Watch me do it.
But Scott breathes so fast he hyperventilates. He falls over onto Polly, crushing her. This isn't yoga. This isn't yoga.
What's happening? Where am I? Oh no. Am I bad at pantsing? I'm bad at pantsing and yoga.
The only thing you've succeeded at is further undermining Scott's self-confidence. You lose 2 charm and 1 fun. Fuck. So much for that.
Let's go.
Hope that doesn't fuck up my prom chances. Where do I get charm from? I don't know. Whatever. You're talking with Swan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain +2 fun from poor Bob. You're just getting ready to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey, baby, let's party. Hey, baby, let's party. How can you refuse such a formal missive? You track her down immediately. Hi, you got my text. That's good. Because I need some help brainstorming. I'm going to a party tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be lame, and that needs to change. See, it's a costume party. You know, where everyone dresses up as their favorite humans? I'm going as a sexy tax attorney, but... but I'm not sure even the sexiest tax attorney can rescue this party from the depths of lamitude. So, got any ideas to help spice things up? Oh, you've got some ideas, and they're the spiciest. Spike the punch with mandrake root. It turns monsters into actual humans. I think the bottom one's gonna be charm, so I'm gonna go with the top one. Later that night at the party. This is nuts. Look at all these humans in human costumes. Georgina, the party owlbear, totally just turned into a sumo wrestler. Or did she say monsters in human costumes? I misread. Fuck me. And Larry the Lich looks exactly like former United States President Abraham Lincoln. Oh, Larry doesn't just look like Lincoln. He is Lincoln. He has all of Lincoln's memories up to the moment of his death. Every newly transformed human at the party comes... Okay, yeah. Complete with a full lifetime of memories of childhood, family, friends. They have no recollection of their lives as a monster, and are all currently going insane from the cognitive dissonance. Haha, Manny the Manticore just turned into a retired cop who is screaming for his estranged wife and 2 sons. Pranked. In about 4 hours, all of these newly created people revert to their previous forms, essentially murdering these new identities. LOL. In the meantime, you and Polly have a great time scaring the shit out of actual humans and streaming it online. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Yeah.
Let's go.
Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off.
Go, Damien! Oh, go, Damien! Do Damien! Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my true emotions. You sound exactly like him. Okay, you do Vera. I'm Vera. I'm very smart and my hair is pretty and all my friends look up to me because I am a strong, independent woman.
Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work.
I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now.
Okay, what about you, Aito? Got any good impressions?
Just one, but it's a real doozy.
Woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions. Look at me, I'm Polly, look at me go. Will picking Polly make her like me more or less? I don't know. I'm gonna pick Polly. Fuck! I picked wrong! Yeah. That's fair. That was kind of obvious. I do not talk like that.
Yeah, you do. You talk like that all the time.
Okay, maybe, but why are they running around the cafeteria rubbing their butt in everyone's lasagna?
Because they are twerking, Polly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it?
That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving from table to table in a hot pink golf cart. How is this even an impression of me?
Are you saying you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart, putting your butt in people's lasagna right now?
Fine, out of my way. While Polly's busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, you enjoy a quiet meal alone with Scott. So romantic. Fuck, but I wanted it to be with Polly. That was just me being stupid. In hindsight, that was really obvious.
Go, go, go.
At one point, Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. Asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray! On your way out, you spot Polly still wearing the lab coat she stole from that human party the other night. She takes it off and throws it at you to get your attention. Yo, yo, yo! That human party convinced me I want to be a scientist, but not just any kind. A party scientist. What's a party scientist, you ask? Why, just a scientist who's dedicated to discovering the secret to the raddest party. Through a series of extremely scientific experiments, I aim to discover what exactly makes a party good, so I can distill whatever it is into a vial and drink it. Or, you know, just have really dope parties all the time. Anyway, I'm going to a bar mitzvah tonight, and I need your scientific advice. What can we do to push this party over the edge? The electric slide with an act that sounds like charm. Maybe with chemistry. Chemistry. Later that night. Yes, I've done it. I had to tear the heart out of an atomic bomb, but I've done it. I've isolated the element partierium, the life of the party. Could technically be a type of anthropology. Very interesting. Now to slip the solution in the bar mitzvah's water supply. The effects are instantaneous. All around you, boys are becoming men, and men are becoming party animals. And not just all around the bar mitzvah, all around the city. The bar mitzvah's water supply was also the city's water supply. Party so hard you cause serious damage to the local infrastructure. Mayor Grim Reaper declares the next day National Hangover Day. Whoa, what just happened? Oh wait, I remember. Science. Chemical warfare has never been so fun. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts.
Let's go.
Outdoors. That day during recess, casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one, the one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into +2 fun. Okay. Across the way, you see Polly flailing around wildly. There's a possibility that some kind of strange new dance move. But the intensity in her eyes makes you feel like this is something you should investigate. Yes, it would seem our dear Paulina has once again been indulging in super shrooms. They're like regular shrooms, but super. You hear a blood-curdling shriek and see a series of bright flashes. Polly drops her phone to the ground and crumples in horror. You and Liam go over and help her to her feet. Did you see that? The part where you took a selfie, shrieked a blood-curdling shriek, and crumpled to the ground. You do realize you could simply delete a bad selfie. Excuse me. No, Liam, not the selfie. That evil blinding light. Flash. That was no flash, you fool. That was the final proof I needed for something I've suspected a long time. Specifically ever since I took those super shrooms. That my phone is evil, and now it has stolen my soul using arcane phone magic. I told you those shrooms were super. Sure, walk away. You don't have to believe me. I know it's true. The super shrooms are what allowed me to finally understand the truth of my phone's sinister intentions. Aito, you believe me, don't you? You have to help me get my soul back. Of course you believe Polly with logic like that. How could you possibly not? Don't worry, we just need to download the mobile update with the new patch that takes care of that soul stealing bug. Here, I'll perform an exorcism to expel the soul from your phone.
I mean, as a ghost, I'm generally a little weird about exorcisms. You know how it is for my people. But in this case, it is definitely warranted.
I hope not.
You pull a flask out of your backpack and prepare to sprinkle holy water on the phone. But the flask is full of vodka. That's okay, though. Polly thinks that's awesome. Plus, the second flask you pull out was holy water. Expel the spirit, you begin. And then you sneeze and trip over your huge fucking feet and throw the holy water all over Polly. No, I'm being banished from this sick rave to the no fun zone. I can feel it pulling me.
Oh my god, you called it.
With that, Polly vanishes, leaving you to feel guilty as fuck. You missed the rest of the full crazy rave as you search desperately for the no fun zone to which you have banished poor Polly. When you get there, though, you stumble upon the sickest party you've ever seen. There are drugs, strippers, elephants, streamers, and pizza. Oh, hey, Aito, I was wondering if you would turn up. I used my naturally whimsical fun spirit and also my super shrooms to turn the no fun zone into the super fun zone. It was actually pretty easy. After all, you can't spell no fun without fun. Well, she's not wrong. Obviously, you're not invited in, though, since you straight up banished me. Holy water hurts like hell, and I'm super mad at you. Go back to the no fun zone. I know that this was the no fun zone, but the new no fun zone is wherever you are. Oh shit, that was actually a super sick burn. Damn, Polly is good. You, on the other hand, not so much. Take your ass to the real no fun zone and lose 3 fun. Fuck, I don't think she's gonna fuck us, guys. I think we ruined it again. I think I'm bad at getting laid, everybody.
Friend Paulina, please correct me if I have misunderstood, as I am still new to these customs. But it is my understanding that the cafeteria is designated for the consumption of calories by those organic beings who need them to live.
Heck yeah.
And these tables are to put aforementioned calories on in order to be consumed.
You got it, little robot buddy.
I need to rest, maybe, but not the kind we were looking for. Yeah. But you seem to be dancing on top of this table, therefore preventing your fellow students from using it for its designated function.
Nailed it.
And you are encouraging other students to do the same as confetti rains down from the ceiling and multiple disco balls flash blindingly, and your music is very loud, which is why you were shouting over it.
Boom! See? You understand way more than you think. You're crushing it. Like I'm crushing this rave.
But from my understanding, the outdoors location is designated for raves. Cafeteria is for food consumption. Disrupting the ability to consume food in a space designated for food consumption is not very nice, and I believe you should stop.
Well, I believe that that's lame and dumb, and I can't stop, and I won't stop partying, so I'm just going to keep partying.
I was trying to get the good. It's not going great. I think we're gonna get denied.
They seem to be at a standstill. Time to step in and turn the tide.
Polly should keep raving, Calculus, so the raw intensity of this rave is powering the whole cafeteria by itself. Renewable energy, bitches. Calculus is right. We know you're all about throwing parties in ridiculous places. Why not find some place even more ridiculous? Take this rave to Narnia. We're gonna do the top one. Polly's rave is generating electricity.
Duh. This rave got all the cafeteria lights turned on. That's why they call it, wait for it, lit.
I have, in fact, heard this terminology used by my fellow students, but misinterpreted it as a colloquialism meaning cool. Now that I understand that you are actually endeavoring to stop global warming by generating your own electricity, I can appreciate the necessity of this lit rave.
Woohoo! Yeah! Totally what you just said. You know what else would stop global warming? If you put that dick emoji up on your screen and set the tone for some real juvenile jokes.
Like so.
Yeah!
That won't actually stop global warming, but using public transportation more and eating less meat will. So you make a mental note to do these things. Polly would love you even more than she does now, which is a lot, because you just nailed that situation. Think fuck. Let's not fuck up on the last part of this.
Let's go.
Oh, fingers crossed, everybody, that we get some gussy. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. I got an achievement for that. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are... Oh, I already done this one. So we'll just skip it. That matters. You were late to meet Polly for more party experiments.
All right, our research is progressing well so far, but we've got a very limited sample size. I need to know that we can make any party the best, not just some parties. So tomorrow morning, we're going to crash a funeral. If we can make that fun, we can make anything fun. So brainstorm time. How can we put the fun back in funeral? Possess the body of the deceased, bringing him back for one last party. Bouncy castle. Yeah. Thank God. My low ass charm scaring me. Later that night. Woo! That was awesome. I was totally inside that dude. And then when they were like, does anyone else want to say a few words? I was oh, ooh, me. They totally freaked out. And then I was like, let's turn this funeral into a wedding. And I got married to like 11 people. Take out the roll. Just cover that part up. Who are all widows now because I left that dude in a heap on the dance floor, but whatever, weddings rule. Hey, Aito, you know what? I think we're getting really close to the true formula for a rad party. You're the best science partner I've ever had. Guess she hasn't had a lot of science partners, but doubt she even knows the real definition of science. But she's just too happy for you to correct her now. Come on, the night's still young. Let's go turn an all-night laundromat into an epic rave. Those washing machines don't know what hit them. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Monster prom, monster prom, monster prom. Do I get laid? Please, for the love of God.
Let's go.
Please, 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 please. What? Prom? Of course! Prom night would be another perfect opportunity to conduct our experiments in party science. So clever of you. That's why you're the best science partner. That's not what you meant, but sure, why not? Sooner than expected, prom night is here, and the two of you are finally ready to crack the ultimate party formula. Free some wild animals, you do a lot of ecstasy, you awaken the dead, you even do the dance of joy. Everything is perfect. You feel floaty and full of energy. You see beautiful shiny lights and you feel connected to everyone. Obviously most of that is thanks to the ecstasy, but still, you feel like you've conquered the night and put a flag with your names on the peak of life itself. Then dawn comes. By now you're on a hill by the sea, watching the sun slowly coming up. No idea how you got there, but who cares? You're at peace, watching the gentle tide of the morning. When you realize Polly has her hand over yours, she looks at you.
Let's party till dawn, baby.
You know what, Aito? This might be the Molly talking, but I think I finally got it. All these parties have been wildly different, yet all of them have been the very best. I've put a lot of thought into it, and I can only think of one thing they all had in common. I think the formula to a perfect party must be sharing it with the right people. You don't answer. You just hold her hand as you spend the morning watching the sun slowly coming up over the sea together. Yeah! And I even got an ending I've never seen before. Best is Aito, best is secret handshakes. Polly's quote, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but what does kill you makes you a sweet kick-ass ghost. Yes. We did it, everybody. We fucking did it. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, Scott and Polly started attending yoga class. They were highly underwhelmed by the real thing. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Calculaster went to the Robo University and majored in mecha robotics. He's now 200 feet tall and fights against weird giant creatures protecting Tokyo 3. Hell yeah. We were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Oh, that's why that sounded familiar. Yay! I did it, everybody. Good job. We'll let it play out this time since I got laid. Yeah, Polly's great. I love her so much. I might play this in the future. I don't know. Again, I'm definitely gonna have to go get like a Zoe route in my own time sometime. Just out of curiosity. Probably do Calculaster too. But I will. What's the next? The second one is Monster Camp, and then third one isn't actually fully out yet. I think it just has a demo. But I will get
I'll get Monster Camp at some point, and we'll play that someday. But you know what's really sexy? Sunday we're gonna be sorting my Pokemon cards. Yeah. And then Monday we're just gonna go back to playing Suikoden and other stuff next week. This one kind of rocks actually. Cards, yay! I don't have nearly as many Pokemon cards as I had Yu-Gi-Oh, so it won't take as long. That's cute. Yeah, let's go to the gallery and see what all my new. Does it say what the new ones are? That's the new one. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I guess I have to go up. There we go. Okay. More art. Let's see. Bam. Oh, okay. Bam. Alternate Dahlia outfit test. I see. Oh wait, there's a new. Concept art for Violet and Tate and Dimitri. So art for Leonard and Dahlia. Cool. New fan art time, yay! That's cute. Oh shit, there's a bunch of it I haven't seen. Look at all this cool fan art. Nice. That's fucking sick. Okay, cool. Yeah, we played the game. Road Trip is the third one, that's it. Okay. I will get Monster Camp at some point. It's on my Steam list thingy. But my wish list. But I just haven't gotten it. I don't really buy a lot of Steam games too often. Okay, let's go see who is streaming. And who we're gonna raid. What is this? Hold on, I have to sit through an ad. Okay. Yeah, it's probably the only interesting thing out of people I'm following. Well, maybe, I don't know what it is. Boy, I sure do love watching a 30-second ad when I'm trying to raid. This is interesting. Let me go see. Let me go browse around. Yeah, browse around town. Browser. How fucking crazy is it that is he the CEO? I don't remember what he is. The guy at fucking Nintendo America is named Bowser. Like, what are the fucking odds? Do you think he got interested in Nintendo because of his name? I wonder. Alien Christmas. Alien Christmas. Knew what he had to do. Hell yeah. Ooh, mm. Gross. Sometimes rating is hard. I don't know. Maybe I'll just say fuck it and raid Dawn. Even though I don't really care about Final Fantasy XIV. Whatever. I don't feel like looking anymore. I'm lazy. That was a weird thing my voice did. Anyway. Yeah. Ghost sex completed. We did it. Yeah. Have a good day, good night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.